What's up, Go Nation? I'm back with another video. I hurt my finger. Yeah, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to The Cosmic Wonder. Warren, I'm back. I need to watch the video, man. Today we're going to be reacting to Doctor Strange 3 Time Runs Out announcement, Avengers Secret Wars prequel. Whoa. I literally forgot that a rumor came out that there was going to be a Doctor Strange 3, and it was going to be before Secret Wars. I forgot all about that. And it's a prequel for Secret Wars. That's pretty alright. Hey, I'm about to watch this video, man. We're gonna see what this is about. Before we do that, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. We on the road to 200 subs. See what Cosmic talking about.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm
Warren
Thompson, and it looks like we have some new information about Doctor Strange 3 and how exactly this is going to directly build up to Avengers Secret Wars. Now, for those of you who were a little bit disappointed with Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, I gotta say, based off of what we've heard so far in this report about what Doctor Strange 3 is going to be about, this movie sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing, and if you enjoyed Multiverse of Madness, you should enjoy this one even more. We knew Doctor Strange was already going to have a pretty big role, not just in Avengers King Dynasty and Avengers Secret Wars, but in the Multiverse saga in general. And it looks like we were absolutely right. He's going to have a huge role to play. And Doctor Strange 3 is going to be an extremely important film going into the King Dynasty and Secret Wars. However, he's not exactly going to be viewed as a good person or a hero by some people. Based off of the post-credit scene for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we know that incursions are happening, and Doctor Strange himself has caused one. This is why Clea showed up at the end, told him he caused one, and said that they're going to fix it, then seemingly cut a hole in reality into the dark dimension. And Doctor Strange was ready to go. Well, as it turns out, we might know exactly what Clea is doing and who she is working with. But we know she went to get Doctor Strange because he caused an incursion. But this isn't the only incursion that a Doctor Strange has caused, because we learned in Multiverse of Madness from the Illuminati that the variant of Doctor Strange in the 838 universe also caused an incursion. So far we know that two different variants of Doctor Strange have caused two different incursions. And this is going to be a really big factor in Doctor Strange 3, as a new group is now going to be looking for Doctor Strange. And the multiverse has already begun to fall apart. We'll break down everything you need to know in this video. And if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Cosmic news. And if you subscribe and leave a comment, you're automatically entered in our giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, or some DC items as well. The winner gets to pick one item, and we pick a winner at the end of each month. So this report today comes from thecosmiccircus.com. In an article written by Alex Perez, they say that they know what Doctor Strange 3 is going to be about, and that they're going to be adapting the Time Runs Out Marvel story. Now, we'll go into details about this story, but one thing that's really important to note is that this story, Time Runs Out, when it ends, it immediately goes into Avengers Secret Wars, the 2015 version. So this is pretty much a direct prelude into Secret Wars, which I believe is going to be very similar in the MCU. Doctor Strange 3 is going to build up either right into Secret Wars or right into Avengers King Dynasty. And the way everything is being set up right now, this story to be portrayed in Doctor Strange 3 sounds fantastic. In the article, they state, according to our sources, Marvel Studios wants to adapt elements from the Time Runs Out comic event for Doctor Strange 3. The film would pick up right where we left off in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where Clea traveled from another dimension to seek out Doctor Strange for his aid in fixing the incursion that he personally caused. The article continues to state, from what we've been told, Strange has been sought out by a multiversal organization called the Black Priests. According to our sources, Clea is a member of this organization. The Black Priests HQ will be in the nothing space of destroyed universes, which exists within the space of two dead universes caused by an incursion. It will be revealed in the film that the multiverse is dying. The cause of this decay is a result of the incursions happening all across the multiverse, the most recent being the one caused by Doctor Strange. The film will also elaborate on a point made in the previous movie regarding Doctor Strange and his threat to the multiverse. And this is where it looks like Strange is going to get into a little bit of trouble. The article continues to state, it was made clear in the previous film through Christine Palmer 838's research that Stephen Strange is one of the most dangerous threats to the multiverse. However, they have yet to specify how exactly he was dangerous outside of what Doctor Strange 838 did. The upcoming sequel will explain how Steven is a threat to the multiverse by establishing him as a common denominator when it comes to incursions across the multiverse, aside from the main danger of the Council of Kings. And the final thing they state is, while it will be confirmed that the main reason for the decay of the multiverse is due to incursions being caused by the Council of Kings, it is unknown at the time if the film will feature a King variant or if the film will flat out confirm what the source of that decay is. However, our sources told us that the film will serve as a direct preamble to the upcoming Avengers film. So it looks like this will go right into Avengers: The King Dynasty, which makes perfect sense. Now, let me explain what time runs out is in the comics. It is kind of where we're at in the MCU, which is why this fits perfectly. And there are multiple different teams, and there are even multiversal teams in this storyline. When you dive into the comic, incursions are already happening. Again, this goes right into Avengers: Secret Wars in the comics. Incursions are happening and the multiverse is dying. However, there's big conflict between a lot of the heroes. For example, there are 2 different Avengers teams. There's Captain America leading his Avengers team, which is under S.H.I.E.L.D.'s authority. There is another Avengers team, which is Sunspot's own Avengers team. And then there is the Illuminati, in which Captain America's Avengers team is fighting. But even though they're fighting, they are still dealing with the threat that the multiverse could be destroyed at any given moment. At one point in time in the comics, they revealed that while there were over hundreds of thousands of Earths and universes, there are now only about 2 dozen left, only about 24 left. And Earth does not have that much more time. And there are multiple Earths in this comic that they jump back and forth from. But in the comics, they actually do run into the group, the Black Priests. But in the comics, the group is actually led by Doctor Strange himself. So big connections here. If Clea seeks to find Doctor Strange and Clea is a part of the Black Priests, that could mean Doctor Strange is going to get heavily involved and is going to help fix the incursions, or they're going to simply turn on him and try to just keep him out of the way, since he seems to be at the cause of a lot of incursions, him and his other variants, of course. But of course, since he's going to appear in the King Dynasty and of course Secret Wars, we know that he'll either end up getting away or he'll probably end up the leader of the organization. In the comics, the Black Priests are trying to stop the destruction of the multiverse. They are trying to stop incursions, and that's exactly what Doctor Strange and Clea set off to do. But there is something really, really cool that does happen in this comic. It's eventually revealed that the Beyonders are behind everything. They're the bad guys. And what's interesting is they even managed to kill the cosmic entity Eternity. Once Eternity is killed, the Living Tribunal comes in, but then the Beyonders killed the Living Tribunal. This is really cool because we actually saw the Living Tribunal in the last Doctor Strange film. When they were traveling through different universes, we saw a few different Living Tribunals. Plus, not to mention, in the very first movie, Mordo mentioned that he had the staff of the Living Tribunal. We were introduced to Eternity in Thor: Love and Thunder, and now it looks like the cosmic entities might be making their way to the MCU in a more prominent way. We were introduced to the Celestials and the Eternals, and then we saw them again in Thor: Love and Thunder. And what's really interesting is that the Beyonders in this comic story go around to different universes, killing off the Celestials. That would be why Eternity and then eventually the Living Tribunal step in to interfere. However, the Beyonders defeat them. And here's how Doctor Strange, I think, will tie into the King Dynasty and ultimately will result in the destruction of maybe our own Earth and the multiverse, because in this comic storyline, time runs out. The Avengers do not win. They are not successful at stopping all of the incursions. What they end up doing is making escape pods, and they make them out of the Living Tribunal, the remnants of his body, which they called the lifeboat. And basically their plan was to take all of the heroes and flee Earth. The other Earth, the Ultimate Universe Earth, was about to run into their Earth, causing the destruction of both of their planets. So the last plan, the last option, was to simply leave to be able to live and maybe one day reverse what had happened. But many Avengers die in this process. Captain America, Tony Stark, they both end up getting crushed by the other Earth that runs into their Earth. Thor and Hyperion die to the Beyonders, and eventually the incursion does happen, and we go into Avengers Secret Wars, which is exactly what I believe is going to be happening with the King Dynasty. I believe Doctor Strange 3 is going to really amplify the threats of incursions happening, and I believe that we are going to start to find out that our particular Earth, Earth 616, is in jeopardy of an incursion. So this will start the group, the Black Priests, trying to prevent it alongside with Doctor Strange. However, we do know that the King Dynasty is kind of going to be like Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Secret Wars is kind of going to be like Avengers Endgame. So I am fully expecting the Avengers to lose in Avengers King Dynasty. And what we could end up seeing happening is something very similar with the time runs out story. The incursions happen, it's done, there's nothing they can do, and they simply flee. They flee Earth, and then what I believe will happen after that is the remnants of all of the different universes will come together. The Avengers from one universe, the Illuminati from another universe, the X-Men from another universe will all come together and figure out a way to defeat King the Conqueror and reverse the incursions that had happened. Now in the comics, this is basically done by the Fantastic Four, Reed Richards and his son Franklin Richards. So I bet Reed Richards is going to have a pretty large part in Secret Wars, but he also might be revealed in Doctor Strange 3. We know the Fantastic Four movie is coming and supposed to be coming before Avengers King Dynasty, which means it should come before Doctor Strange 3 as well. And Doctor Strange already learned in Multiverse of Madness that Reed Richards knew a lot about the multiverse and incursion, so it would make sense that he would try to find the Reed Richards of his own Earth, his own universe, and seek his help. If it's not in Doctor Strange 3, it's probably in the King Dynasty. Either way, I know he's going to be running into Reed Richards at some point in time. But if Doctor Strange 3 really is adapting the time runs out storyline from the comics, that means that incursions are about to be a much bigger threat than we've seen so far. And I believe Earth, our main Earth, 616, is about to be in big danger as well. And if we think about it, it makes sense. Doctor Strange has multiverse jumped a lot. We do have the Scarlet Witch in our universe, and she has dreamwalked and severely affected other universes. And these are the types of things that Mr. Fantastic said cause incursions. So Doctor Strange being at the center of incursions sounds about right. And it looks like that's what Doctor Strange 3 is really going to be about. So let us know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. I think this sounds like it's going to be a fantastic movie, but let us know what you think.
Yo, this movie sounds freaking like, I don't even want to say insane because I always be saying insane, but yo, like, holy guacamole. Like, what? Yo, my brain. Because, oh my gosh, because the MCU has so much potential to be so good. And we've been getting hot garbage. Like, not hot, stinky garbage, but it's hot garbage. Come on. The MCU has so much potential to be so good. But it's like, come on. Like, is Marvel really going to pull it off? Like, I'm hoping they do. But are they? Because, Cosmic, that was freaking amazing. If we're doing that, I'm all aboard. But we just need to get it started, okay? We had a whole phase when nothing's really going on, okay? You just introduce a lot of characters. I get it. You want to introduce characters and possible team-ups. Cool. But we need to get this story going. I'm tired of waiting. I'm telling Kevin Feige, get off your butt and do it. And plus, you know, we are waiting for the strikes to end. Please treat people right. Pay them what they're worth, okay? Tell all the studios, pay people what they're worth and treat them correctly. Don't overwork these people, okay? But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And hey, put a comment below. Like, what do you think? You guys think this is gonna happen, or Marvel's just gonna fumble? I'm hoping they're not gonna fumble because they got so much potential. But put in the comments below if you think they're gonna do well. And it's your boy, and I'm out. Peace.